As a kid, I didn't fully understand this Batman, the animated series episode, but it was still my favorite. Of course, I'm talking about Beware the Grey Ghost, a story about a man named Simon Trent, whose acting career stalled because of the fame he once had. A fictional character he played, known as the Grey Ghost, a hero whom Bruce Wayne admired as a child and as an adult. Unfortunately, this character was forgotten by almost everyone, just like Simon, who could no longer get other jobs and had to sell some of his possessions at a very low price in order to survive and pay the rent. Suddenly, a mysterious person attacks the city using the same methods as a villain from the old series. And since Bruce missed that specific episode, he is forced to ask Simon for help, who doesn't want to think about the Grey Ghost anymore because he blames him for his not-so-successful acting career. Simon gives Batman the episode with the answer, and the Bat says this:
I used to admire what the Grey Ghost stood for. I'm not the Grey Ghost, you can see that now.
And right in the middle of the adventure, when the vigilante was in serious danger, one of the most epic scenes I remember seeing as a kid happens. From this point on, they both start working together, and Batman doesn't miss the chance to show his respect and admiration for Simon Trent and the Grey Ghost.
As a kid, I used to watch you with my father. The Grey Ghost was my hero. So it wasn't all for nothing.
Eventually, the good guys win. And not only that, but the fame of this fictional hero rises again, and Simon Trent returns to the top overnight. Even Bruce Wayne attends the autograph signing. When I grew up, I learned the Grey Ghost wasn't in the comics and was created just for the series. In addition, this episode was inspired by the life of Adam West, an actor who went through a situation very similar to Simon Trent's once he stopped playing Batman. They feared that due to the similarities, Adam West would refuse to voice this character, but fortunately he agreed to do it. The villain is modeled after Bruce Timm. You might not know these kinds of details when you're a kid, but even so, I think in some way you can still sense that special something in these old adventures. Pure inspiration and heart came through the screen. At least that's how I experienced it. After growing up and discovering everything behind this story, I'm still glad to know that the episode was a tribute to Adam West and his portrayal as one of the most iconic Batmen in history. In the end, Bruce Wayne subtly reveals his secret identity to the iconic Grey Ghost.
As a kid, I watched you with my father. The Grey Ghost was my hero.
Really? And he still is.
Cine, amigo. Dime en comentarios si te gustaría un video sobre algún episodio que sea especial para ti y aquí lo hacemos, amiguito. Claro que sí.